Welcome to another episode of the vlog. I'm out here today. Where am I? Near Lincoln Beach. Technically might be Vineyard, might be Benjamin. I don't know. But I love it out here. I've been training out here a lot lately. It is very close to where I work. Not too far from where I live. And yeah, get some good vert. We're gonna go right up this ridge. Last time I filmed here, we just took the road that I'm on now all the way to the top. But there is also trail on the ridge. It's very steep. It's, let's see, it's maybe 3 miles to the top with 2,300 feet of vert. So yeah, it's pretty nice, good place to train. And then we can take the road down, and I plan on doing some repeats here today because it's a long run day. Saturday, we got to get the miles in. I've had a killer week. I'm at 53 miles with, I must be over 20,000 feet of vert already. So I think I'll get about 6,000 feet today. You know, maybe I get 4,000 tomorrow. Should have a 30,000 foot week of vert. Beautiful, beautiful. Because that, my friends, is more vert in 1 week than the total vert of the Via Dolorosa 162, which I'll be doing July 4th. And I think, I'm not gonna name names, I think I've convinced someone awesome to come out and run it point to point, the entirety of the 162k with me. So let's hope that comes through, because man, that would be so cool to have a teammate for the whole, you know, for the whole adventure, for the whole Via Dolorosa. All right, up at the top, repeat number 1. That went pretty well. About an hour and 6-7 minutes to get up here. 2,000 feet, a little over, 2,100 feet maybe. Yeah, just over 3 miles, like I said. We're gonna scoot back down. The road section back down is about 5 miles to the truck. So yeah, should be about 8 miles. We'll do that 3 times and then add in 1 extra credit hill climb for a little more vert and a little more miles. But for now, get a little calories going and then start the downhill scoot. right, just finished loop 1. Each loop looks like it's about 8.1 miles, about 2,100 feet of gain. So we'll do 3 of those, and then we'll, like I said, try to get a little extra credit. Try to be somewhere around a 50k for the day. My long run last weekend was not quite so long, so this weekend we're going a little extra. The planned mileage would have been somewhere around 25, 26, but we'll pick that up a little bit. Have a nice big week. Should end it somewhere in the 90 miles and yeah, 30,000 feet of vertical gain. When we get to the top, I'll talk a little bit more about the Via Dolorosa. Try to quickly run through exactly what is the Via Dolorosa 162. It's 101 miles. It's about 27,800 feet of vert. The route starts in Millwood Canyon. It goes through all the 4 major ski resorts in both Cottonwood Canyons. So we're talking Solitude, Brighton, Snowbird, Malta. You'll see it all. And then from there, you're going to travel over to the Timpanogos area. Keep heading south down through the Timpanogos area. Then you're going to travel up towards Big Springs. From Big Springs, you'll go up to Windy Pass, Cascade Saddle. Head back down Squaw Peak Road. Take that south until you get to Powerhouse. You will go up to the ridge, down that steep downhill into Spring Canyon, and be done. So it is quite the route. It is pretty much a combination of all my favorite trails, and not only that, but it shares miles with, and listen to this list, the Wasatch 100, the Millwood 100, the Speed Goat 50k, the Snow Peaks 50 miler. Let's see, the Whirl shares miles with the Whirl. What else is going on in there? But I mean, that's enough of the list. That's enough of the list. You got Millwood, Wasatch, Speed Goat, Snow Peaks. I mean, 4 of Utah's finest, and this route from point to point. There is no out and backs. There is no loops to make it a proper distance. This is Millwood Canyon to Spring Canyon via the dopest route. The dopest route. So Via Dolorosa, what does that mean? That means the path of suffering. I'll explain that during the video for the run, but it does have some meaning to me, and yeah, excited to get it done and excited to share those miles, hopefully, with a good friend. Okay, up at the top of this thing for the third time. Pretty cool day. You can see it's just been storms all around me all day, and I probably haven't felt a drop. So picked a good spot, I'd say. Picked a good spot. Reason I came here really was repeats are good. You get the car aid station, that's nice. And then also I figured there'd be no one out here, which there has mostly been no one out here. And yeah, when you're sort of just away from it all, your chances are higher of getting it all done. We are currently sitting at 19.25 miles, 6,189 feet of vert, and 4,169 feet of descent. We're about to do our third descent here, get back down to the car, one last refuel, and then we won't come all the way back up, but about 1 or 2 miles back up just to get some more vert under these, these leggies, and then we'll scoot back down and call it a day. I want to make sure I get at least a marathon, because it's ultra season over here, so we got to start doing marathon plus on the long runs, and that includes today. So let's get it going. Woo woo! Wow, what a workout. 30 miles, just over 7,700 feet of vert. Yeah, quite the day. I feel great. These Norda 005s, man. 30 miles, they're just feed me, they said. And boy, have they been fed. Yeah, so now you know the Via Dolorosa. Dolorosa. Now you know. We're gonna do that soon. I have old Gabe 50k coming up. I mean, shit, just ran a 50k now. That shouldn't be too bad. And it's in about 3 weeks. 3 weeks from now. So yeah, we'll get a couple more of these nice long ones in before then, and then yeah, May is going to be just bangers. May is going to, or is it May? No, June. I apologize. June is going to be bangers. May, stuff is mostly melted as you can see, but June will really be bangers. So stick around. Hit that like and subscribe button for me, because things really get interesting from here. Look back in the history of the vlog. May, June, July. Guys, you don't even have a single clue unless you've been around for the ride, but it just gets a lot better. We get up high in the mountains, the views, the lakes, the summits, the hard rock, the 100-milers. Let's go. Let's go.